Nightwish Army. We got a reaction coming to you. It's early in the morning here. I'm editing. We want to get this out. We're already a day late. I apologize. I lost a member of my family to suicide, drug overdose, suicide. A lot of problems. A lot of people listen to him. I get demonized a lot for talking about dark subjects. But yet, lots of people wanted to know why there wasn't nobody there to help my cousin. Sorry about the lighting. So there were some tech issues with the intro. We tried to redo it many, many times. We thought we had it right. I will put it at the end of this video as a blooper reel. OGL, my partner in crime, Greg, who loves Nightwish and Epica so much, as do I now. He adamantly wanted me to know that this was a swan song. This was Flora's favorite song to sing, and so we'll get right to the reaction now. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up why there is not an intro. There is, and we'll put it on the end, but it's comical that we messed up so many times, and I don't think we should be in a comical mood going into this reaction. I'll put it at the end. Thank you, Nightwish Army. Love you very much. Mental health is real. Very real. Much love. Damn lightning. Sorry. Was that Bret Hart? I'm sorry. That looked like Bret Hart.
Walking about the stage there, just sort of patting guys on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Eppu, the guitarist. And the verses, that's pretty much bass and orchestra, so he doesn't have a whole lot to do. So he's just.
I'm not like, please tell that. Does that look like Bret Hart to you? You may know the guy way more.
It kind of looked like Bret Hart.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. Most definitely.
My bad. That looked a lot like him. Like, it's cool because Bret Hart was a sexy man. I mean,
back a bit.
shit, my light's over here. Tell my breathing won't be no matter what I do, you cannot turn this mic off. No matter what you do, it's always on. So, yeah. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk first. I forgot. Yeah, my bad. You're doing the right thing, man. I'm stupid. First of all, I know this is the same concert, but these things make me fucking glow when the lights are on. You better set up. I know. So, I think her presence is more. She seems to have more confidence. Is this later on in the show, or is she just really familiar with the song, or I don't know, something about.
This is her favorite song to sing.
Okay. Well, I mean, we got to think about when this was. She joined 2 months after this. Someone told us who, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I don't remember yesterday. So, yeah.
Timos?
Megadeth, what the hell? Sorry, the rock and roll thing notification just popped up. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but it said Megadeth is coming. Not now. It's Nightwish. And it was not Iron Maiden. It was Megadeth. So I called them wrong names. So yeah. So I don't know. Her stage presence is amazing. They seem happy. I know this is the same show, so there's a lot of things that I've already touched on, like the bull and the lighting and the fact that this was an official video. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I asked OGL, like, why don't we go into that guy to get the remaster where the audio lines up? He's like, well, this is on the official site. So apparently the official site has one, the audio is fine. It's lined up perfect. So I really just want to feel it. I've been fucking with tech. So I'm just out kind of focusing. So if y'all want to go back to the beginning, it's fine with me, or at the beginning. I was really impressed with her. She stuck out to me. I've seen Marco. He had his little moment, and they pan over to Tomas. They do a good job of displaying each member of Nightwish. I want to know what Bret Hart's name is now, so I need to know that bad. What is it?
It's Epu. EPPU. Epu.
Marco and Epu. I'm not making faces on purpose. That's just a little. Think of emu, I guess. Because
for an American, it is a strange name. I'm not quite sure what. It may be a fairly common name in Finland.
Yeah, because Jansen, I was like, hey man, they're just both named Jansen, like I guess Smith or something here. My name's Logan. It's not a common name. Hulk Logan is the closest thing. Brother eats vitamins. Man, I've had a lot of wrestling references. I don't even watch that shit anymore.
I say 2 pro wrestling references and the Ghostbusters.
And a Nightwish reaction. You ever seen that before, guys?
You won't get that in another Nightwish reaction, I guarantee you.
So yeah, I mean, it's up to you totally. You don't understand the lyrics quite yet, so I'm trying to feel them and then hear them later.
Some of the lyrics are like sung in chorus behind floor, and they're like kind of buried underneath her. You got an orchestra, you got a heavy metal band, you got a very powerful singer. It's going to be hard to hear everything, but yeah, I'll start from the beginning. And we're going to try to keep pauses to a minimum, guys. Otherwise, this reaction will all be ghost by the time the reaction is done.
Well, you might go to the end if you want to, and then we'll talk about it. We've had enough pauses.
siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my Lord. Still I wrote my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. Child will be born again, that siren carried him to me. First of them true loves, sitting on the shoulder of an angel without care for love
We got a little gap in here, so
Yeah, I probably made a lot of noise grabbing my guitar. I'm sorry.
that's all good.
I have to. See that. It's beautiful. That was great tone. The engagement, the melodies, the crescendos is probably why she likes singing this the best. It's fun when you have a voice that can do them for one and do them well is another, and do them where they sound good is even another. So she has the Holy Trinity. And I'm never going to reference her the amount she is from the ground to the sky. I just don't like that. So that don't bother me anyway. The crowd engagement is nothing short of Australian music, where they love their music, and although we love our music as Americans, we're all mixed up on what the hell we like. So we're not united within one band the way most, not that any band is a one band country, but there's always kind of a favorite that sticks out. We're not even close to that. We don't have. But I can't tell you what bands are American and what ain't, because I've said that before, because it's a mixing pot. You walk out the door, you meet people from everywhere, and that isn't always a good thing. It causes a lot of problems and drama. But yeah, it's beautiful so far. And okay, before I keep forgetting, the marching part, where in the very beginning, when it starts that, I don't know that's it, but it's a marching type galloping sound. And the way, what's the drummer's name?
Yuka, I believe.
I thought Udi. Hold on. There's Yuka, Udi, and Marka. Hold on, man. Hold on. Sorry.
Marco, Empu, Yuka.
Well, so this is going to be pretty easy. You say that's hard, but it's really not. I'm just not used to it. I don't want to butcher them. I'm going to write that down somewhere. Okay, put it on a damn wall for Pink Floyd to break down. But no, just kidding. I love it, OGL. So this is the Swan song. I have not heard enough of Nightwish to categorize their songs yet. I think Sleeping Sun would probably be my favorite song so far. And I've heard both singers do it. I don't know if that's Aaliyah. What the hell? Annette has done it. I'm learning. It's a lot for me to learn this many people's name in a band, because I ain't done that. John Farnham's just John Farnham in a great band. That's I don't really know the name of them. So anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to get off subject or rant anymore. So
hard to keep track of all the rabbit holes we're going down. You mentioned this four stage, like you said, her stage presence is amazing. I think that's one of the reasons why this album, Once, the original song is from the album Once. This is the album that broke Nightwish essentially into mainstream America. That's what sort of made them a household name. I know their music was on some soundtracks. One was a fucking Yui Bowl film, Alone in the Dark, which was terrible, but Their music was good. So it's just the right mix of being epic and accessible. And I think Flora's her voice, like she's got that, like you mentioned, a combination of power and beauty. It's beautiful to hear.
I heard him squeeze in the
and-
epica. I heard you. Good job.
And then just the melodies combined with the heaviness. It's heavy enough to be thicker and more robust and more energetic, but it's not heavy enough to be off-putting or abrasive. It's a perfect balance of sonic factors. It's tone poetry basically. It's a sonic painting. It's beautiful.
I have a serious
it just
question for y'all. I meant to cut
Yes.
him off that time. In the tool reactions, I have pretty much stopped giving my opinion to the end because I don't think the Tool Army really wants to hear what I got to say because we talk all the damn time about this music. Can you weigh in on what you would rather us do? Because we realize that this is a different kind of reaction. There is one guy here who knows the music intimately, and there's one who don't. So we kind of want some input. There's nothing to gauge that off of. There's no other channel that does that. And I'm not saying anything about us being unique, but it fucking is. There's no other channel that does bands. Well, for one thing, they don't have two people, a lot of them, to do a band. They don't have two people as different as me and him. I do drugs. He don't. I'm in the South. He's in the North. I got hair. He don't. I mean, I can't talk. He can. I got teeth. He don't. I mean, well, that was back.
He's a serious extrovert. I'm a serious introvert. Yeah.
Yes, and he didn't. I'm triple extroverted, and he just got a damn mind flip phone. And so much where his family's like, dude, are you the same guy? But apparently, extroverts can rub off on introverts. I'm not sure about the other way around. I'm kind of introverted too, and I want to be. Anyway, man, we'll shut the hell up. We're just different. We would like your input on should he shut the hell up to the end and talk and me react, or like we're doing it now. So we'll continue the way we were. I just wanted to get that out there. Thank you. Maybe not. No. Yeah, I hear a flute, a windwood. Oh my God, where are they at? Wow. Oh!
Yes.
That was so, wow. She turned into another person. What the fuck, man? Oh. I thought I was my guitar, at least wasn't that. Something else. that what just happened, that transition could only be considered prog. So I see. I always do that. I think the last reaction I did with you was I said that, no, I did that without you. You know, the last 4 reactions we've done singularly, right? Anyway, the last one I said that I had definitely seen the difference. It was with Epica. Sorry.
Yes. I remember now.
And I said that I finally get the difference in symphonic metal and prog because they are so very close to each other. All music, in a sense, is essentially that's why it's kind of, but it's progressive. I mean, you can't have an end to a song from the end that didn't progress. But I do understand, like, the definition of it. But that was prog, man. That changed. It's like a different song. You could have thought that was, as virgin ears, that was a different song they went into, but I know it wasn't. So I could kind of see the elements of what makes this the swan song. It has different elements than the previous Nightwish songs I have checked out. So, I didn't mean to mess you up, bud. You can talk.
No. I was giving you the floor. Picking my spot.
No pun intended.
Wow, that was actually completely unintentional.
So now I got the floor. Will you marry me? Just kidding. I know she got on, man. Out in the cabin, had a big dog and guns. So
and he's a drummer. So
yeah, I don't want him to carry my ass. I mean, so yeah, I'm just gonna from here on. Then I'm blown away. I made you stop that because it was just special. I could tell that's probably a lot of people's favorite part, right? When it transitions into that, and her voice is what. Yes, her voice gained so. How did she do? Like, haven't heard that yet. She may do that later on, but that was mean, boy. That sounded like, don't fuck with that chick. She will eat up, boy.
Yeah, that is the main thing that would separate her from Tari, is that the ability to add that grit, that distortion into her voice.
Maybe volume stop.
This does sort of sound like all the elements. This does sound like all the elements of Nightwish kind of coalesced into one piece, to one accrued to a monolith, if you will. Go back a little bit so we can get that transition again.
Please.
I keep wanting to think that maybe prog tends to use more of the standard band setup, like they usually have a keyboardist, but it's usually a standard rock band setup, where symphonic metal uses more orchestral stuff. But like even back in the 70s, bands were using orchestras and such. So they do.
It's definitely better when I put his mic away, right? Because I know I make all kinds of fucking noise when I'm doing this. All these lights, fans, are shit crazy. Lights up here. I like lights. Yeah, so put my hat back on, OGL. Go ahead. And I'll break it down. What the hell to do? When I backed up like that, I turned the table over and all kinds of shit spilled, drink, and it's all back there. But hey,
So yeah, no scripts, no planning here, guys. This is pretty much how Danny and I are all the time. But love that song. I love the original, as I mentioned before, but Four most definitely takes it to a whole new level. Their dynamics with their stage presence.
all right. I couldn't find it because it was right on my ass.
That happened. All right, well, I'm
So
kind of taking the spotlight over to you.
first of all, I have never seen them. If you don't notice it, give that view of the backdrop, like the city. Like I know this is the Wacken Festival, and where exactly is that? And I want to ask this question when you could probably answer this, but Dutch people are from where?
The Netherlands.
That's what I thought. Good deal. So I watch an Australian band called Shihad, and I talk in that how I'm learning all these different cultures and people because they're New Zealand and Australia are right beside each other, but they kind of have different cultures, but they're so close. They're like siblings. Is a very short explanation of that. So this was the first New Zealand band we had done, and I was talking about all the differences. And I saying that I'm like, just like I don't know how to ask the Nightwish people where the hell Dutch people are from because I'm not sure. I think it's the Netherlands, but I did learn from a Swedish band that Sweden is not Swiss. That Swiss is Switzerland, and Switzerland and Sweden don't have shit to do with each other. So I am learning my geography, and
it took me a while to get the hang of all these differences. Like, okay, it's country's called Holland, the Netherlands, Holland, but it's also called the Netherlands, and then the people are called Dutch. Like, when you're first learning it, it's a lot to wrap your head around.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know what state. I think I said this night in the last one, but yeah, I don't, like he lives in Indiana. I don't know what states surround him. I can't name all 50 states. I can't, but damn map and look at them. So it's
insert joke about the American educational system here. And as an American, I will just say, yeah, that's pretty much that.
Yeah,
I've learned more about geography listening to music and looking up bands that I like than I ever did at school.
America is the least. I'm gonna do something here and blow y'all's mind. Whoa, what happened? He can't see me do that. Let's get off of Floor's face. Hold on, what's that? Terrible.
That's in a word.
We're stupid as Americans. We know that. And uneducated. Better word would be illiterate about some things. Ignorant. And I have lots of severed brain cells from substance abuse throughout the years, and it has done what it is demonized for. Made me rather stupid, even though he's never done any drugs, and sometimes he has the same stupid shit I do. So stupid attacks, non-educational
attacks of stupidity. Yes.
Yeah, bursts of endeavorless activity.
I try to think of myself as a relatively intelligent guy, but life very frequently proves me wrong in that regard.
So I all the time encourage the Tool fans to come listen to Nightwish. I will, for once, actually, instead of just referencing, I will encourage you to listen to Tool, or better yet, pull up some Tool lyrics and just read them. You go listen to the song. Just read the lyrics, and Epica and Nightwish are referencing a lot of the same things. I'll just leave it at that. And I love you all. Mental health is definitely real. I just lost a friend to suicide, so a cousin. I was a little off in my last reaction, so it's probably a good thing that we didn't do Nightwish because it's a great way to. The damn videos could go for a public American chorus on no help.
Yeah, we definitely want to be on our game when we do a song like Ghost Love Score. I also do just want to add that Four's final note in that song is legendary and
Wow,
for a reason. Yeah,
that was very much like that other band too. But at the end, there's one huge belt, but there's many belts here, and that's okay. I've learned to expand my threshold of what musical endeavors I act upon or actively listen to, and it's been great. I have found a few that I really hate, but there's not many. Yeah,
and the song. I always wondered what Ghost Love Score meant, but score is basically like a soundtrack, and it sounds like it's something that would be in the end of a very dramatic movie. It's bombastic, it's dramatic, and it's
I'll tell you my take on that. This is done American. We call keeping score a lot in friendships. I don't keep score because if you keep score, you're like, well, I did this for you. You should do that for me type thing, which should be ghosted for sure because that shouldn't like keep score in a relationship. And love is the best relationship you can have. So a ghosted score in love just to me says don't keep score when you're in love. I don't know. I could be totally fucking wrong, but
one could also be like it's keeping score of the loves that are ghosts that you've lost in one way or another. But even Tumo said it was essentially written sort of more conceptually than narratively.
I forget that most singers tell what they're writing about. Maynard would not fucking tell you nothing about the songs. He says it's all for you to interpret, which isn't always great. I'm not used to that. I forget that singers actually tell what their songs are about. So, but Chris Cornell said Hunger Strike isn't about slavery, and I don't believe that. I think that's just no way that in the world. I'm sorry. I'll quit representing people.
This band and this song has also been the gateway drug into metal for a lot of people, and that's always good. Because I think there's another band that's also served as a gateway into metal for some people. It's music is what maybe a mind expanding a psychedelic experience, perhaps.
Yeah, 45 minutes. Damn, man, how the hell do we do this?
Well, the song is 10 minutes long, so we really couldn't help ourselves there.
Yeah.
I mean, pausing was kept to a minimum. I think we did a good job with that.
I do like that format. What do you all think? We got a 5-minute intro to put on it too, but what do you think? Shall we pause? You know, Nightwish is a band that has a lot going on. So, should we keep the pauses to a minimum and talk more at the beginning and end? I should not put should we talk more at all in the comment. We're trying. Okay, we're trying really. When you have two reactors, we always do shorter reactions when we react on our own. But we're not engaging in conversation like friends really do. So
I swear we're always trying to keep them as short and efficient as possible. But we kind of feed off each other's thoughts, and when music is this good,
So there's a part where I pause it.
Talk about it.
If you won't remember. I may cut that out. So if it seems like there's a part missing, it's because I cut a part out where the audio wasn't very good and fixed it. That may shorten it up.
That part will basically be a ghost, but don't keep score of those parts.
If it don't happen, then that's in severed brain cells. Love y'all.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it.
That's a beautiful picture of Flora.
The next one.
Her body movement is not awkward. Maynard's is awkward. Hers is amazing.
Very graceful.
Not too sexy, but not too. It's just a graceful, wonderful fucking wordsmith.
Imagine a mixture of grace and sort of power. Not
classy,
being
classy, but badass. That's how I put it. Not the same technical term, but yeah. So we'll leave with this.
Art has no purpose.
Like some of our conversations.
But the song, on the other hand, definitely does. Love you guys. Not all is real. Take care of yourselves. You can take care of each other.
Later. OGT OGL.